Branislav Dvorak with 2 goals. CSKA Moscow currently sits in 4th place with 6 points, 3 points behind the leader, Pro Hockey. They beat East Coast Selects 7-1 in their first game. Then they beat Midwest Selects 7-2 in game 2. They are currently averaging 7 handballs per game, hanging around the net, looking to pot a few rebounds in. And both teams are now just warming up on the ice as we are getting ready. It looks like we will have coach as we are getting ready for the start of this game. And now they head towards their net for a little ritual they do before the start of games. They gather in the crease and start smacking their sticks on the ice and start a little chant. And now Slovakia is going to do the same thing. And the face-off happens and Slovakia wins the draw. Back into their zone, and it's along the far boards. They look to get it. They can't. It's held in by Moscow at the line. Here's number 10 of Moscow, Shuravan, who got it at the far point, put it down low. And the puck comes out of the zone. Slovakia gains control again and takes it in deep. They get it in the slot, and they get a shot off. And that's steered aside as he went over the line. And now that's number 16, Malikov, going back for it. And there's a stop there. Now here by the goal. They get it out. And here's number 8 for Moscow. Korshkov tried to hold it at the line, but he couldn't. So he passes it across to his defense partner for the moment. And here comes Frolov. They get a one-timer. And unable to get anything going on the first power play that they had. They will look for a better opportunity here as they want to try and get out early against this Moscow averaging team. 7 goals a game so far in this tournament. And that was covered up by the goaltender. That's Dutov. He's in the far corner, and it's picked up by number 15, who almost lost the puck there. And now there's a break for Slovakia. This is number 8. He's all alone, and he slides it into the goal, and that's an opening goal for Slovakia on the breakaway. And that is number 8, Victor Goh, with his 6th goal of the tournament. That has got to be a huge boost of confidence for Slovakia, as they were probably thinking as they were coming into this. Taken away. Moscow almost gets it out as it's held in at the line for a moment. And that's number 16 who brings it over the line on his knees. Gets it to 22, cuts to the front, and he gets it in. And there's a goal for Moscow. And that was on the rebound. And I believe that is number 91 who scored the goal for Moscow. That was Arseny Vorobyev, who came up on the rebound after a shot here. And they get one off, and they fail to get one off. And here's number 10, Dvorak, who gets it over the line, and he gets a shot off. And there's another shot. It's under the goaltender, and he can't find it. And there's the whistle blown as the puck was loose underneath the goaltender, Dutov, and he couldn't find it. And there was a couple players banging away at it, trying to get it loose, but the refs blew the play dead, and no goal. Right of Frkodik. Moscow controls the puck in the zone. Pass it across, get a shot on, and they throw it towards the net. The goaltender can't find out where it is, and it's underneath him, and he just squeezes tight to make sure it can't come loose. So Moscow had a great opportunity there. And Faithful getting very loud here in this game. They've got a drum, and they're banging on it, trying to cheer on the team. They got a chance in front, Moscow, and that was a close opportunity. They get another chance, and that's stopped by Furkotic, and the puck is still loose, and they look to get another chance, and they can't get it, and Slovakia gets the puck out, and the puck is controlled by Moscow, but they can't get it out of the zone. There's a wrister defensively, from the low point, which I think has caught CSKA reeling a little bit here in this opening period. As they throw it behind the net, Moscow, they're in the far corner, and they're looking for a pass out to the front. They bring it into the circle, into the slot. They shoot it, and that's a goal for number 11 of CSKA Moscow. And that's Ian Matavico with the goal, as he just wristed it home from the slot. And that went up and over the goaltender for Kodik's glove. So Moscow is now up 2-1 in this game. With 4:49 left, shoved off the puck, but his teammate would pick it up, and Goch goes back for it, and he's making a couple of nifty moves, pass it across crease. They get a shot off, and that gets blocked by number 10. Time with CSKA 2 Moscow with an 8.29 goals against average this season. As Moscow gets in over the line, and that's gloved down by Furkotic. The 26.7 seconds left now on the clock to the right of Dutov with 8.1 seconds left on the clock. They get a shot in towards the net, but that got deflected wide, and Moscow shoots it right down the ice, and that's going to... In my mind, as I think most people thought, CSKA Moscow was probably going to dominate a big majority of this game, and they have had a lot of puck possession time, but so has a chance to beat one of the top teams in the tournament so far in Moscow. Slovakia gets over the line. They get a chance, and that was Goch in the slot. Played the puck first. The puck goes all the way down the ice into Slovakia's zone. And this is being picked up by number 11, and that got picked off. They threw it to the side of the net, as there was number 8, Koshikova, waiting for it. And Moscow gets it right back into the zone. They have an opportunity. They fire it towards the net, and that got get it. Turned to 17 carrying it down low, and he lost the puck. And Moscow has it in the corner now. They try and get it out front. They do, and that's stopped by Furkotic as he came across. There's another opportunity, and Furkotic just stops that. He knew it was in his pads, so he just held on for the whistle. So Moscow has controlled the play a bit more here in the start of this second period. Set for the face-off. And it's won back by Slovakia, but they can't hold on to it. This is number 16 cutting towards the net, and he puts it in behind the goaltender for Kodik to give his team a 3-1 lead. And that goal was scored by number 16, Maxim Zaitsev, for Moscow, with 17:04 left here in the second period. And usually that's too much time in the neutral zone trying to defend, and in their own end trying to defend. And here's a chance on the backhand for number 19 of Slovakia. Put the puck up and for number 19, who was who was looking to get a opportunity, and they throw it towards the net, and that's number 8 who scores the goal for his team, and that's Salanti Kosciuszko, who just roofed the tender as he was falling down towards the net, and it is now a 4-1 lead for Moscow. A real strong grasp of this game, and now you have to think that Slovakia's going to try and counter, as now Moscow has another opportunity, and they slide it in on the backhand for another third goal in less than 5 minutes. And that was number 16 who scored the goal for Moscow, and that is Maxim Zaitsev with his second goal of the period. 72, who had the puck in front of the net and lost the tires, Maxim Zaitsev. And they have a chance out in front. They can't get it as the puck gets turned around. They're still trying to get Slovakia is still trying to get out of the zone, and they're having absolutely no success at it right now, as Moscow is just getting a number of chances, and that one just went over the crossbar and over the net. And this CSKA Moscow team just looks so much better as they're jamming away out of the far post, and there's a whistle, and there's no goal on the play, as there's some pushing and shoving there by a couple players on each team, as the goaltender for Kodik covers up. He looks like he's in a little bit of pain, or like he's to come look at the goaltender, the arena trainer, as for Kodik's going right to the bench, or right to the locker room by the looks of it, as he looks, that's covered up by Urban. And there's, so they win the puck around the boards, Slovakia, they hold it in, and they take a slapper towards the net, and that got Patoma, and they get a slapper from the point, and that went wide, and Moscow's trying to get the puck out, but it's held in along the far boards, and they wrist it towards the front of the net. There's an opportunity, as number 5, Bula, was able to get the puck in front of the net. And they have another opportunity, and it goes wide, and there was a chance on the rebound for Bula. 18, who brings it over the line, and that's Lagoda. And Frolov had it at the side of the net. He didn't take a shot. Now there's a shot there. They get another chance on the rebound. They can't get it in, as the goaltenders during the entirety of the 2014-15 season and the beginning of 2015-16, he produced 7 goals and 8 assists in just 13 games. And here's number 17 carrying it over the line, looks for a backhand, they throw it towards the net, and that's in! And that got shoveled across the line by number 15, Andrei Tomasek, for Slovakia's second goal of the game. And I was watching Slovakia's earlier game today, where they lost to Sweden, and they held in the game into the late stages. They were down by a few goals, as number 3 Patoma, their captain, had the puck taken away from him, and they try to get it out along their boards, and they fail, and they throw it towards the net, and that goes wide. For 11, who had the opportunity, that was Matveyko, and Matveyko has it behind the net, trying to bring it out front, and he can't. That's covered up by the goaltender for a face-off. And there's a little bit of a tussle there, as number 8, Kosciuszko, thought there should be a penalty on number 10, Dvorak, for tripping, but the puck gets turned up the other way for Moscow now. And this is number 10 who brings it over the line. He's looking to take a shot, and he gets one off, and it's turned aside by the blocker there of the captain, Potma, who tried to get it out. He couldn't. And here's Koshkov, who passes it across ice to number 10, who makes a move around the defenders, wires it home, far side for the goal. And that was number 10, Shuravin, who has now extended the lead for his team to 6-2. The penalty is over because of that goal, and we have 33.5 seconds left in the game, and CSKA Moscow has all but won the game and secured their third victory of this tournament. Who passed it back? That was one of the Maxim Zaitsevs, and they have it in their zone. 7 seconds left now, and Moscow's just killing time till the end of the period, and they have won the game here now, 6-2. They move to 3-0 in this preliminary, in the preliminary round so far, and they should be proud of their effort that they put forth today. Slovakia should also be proud. They played a good defensive game. I know Slovakia would have loved to come out with a win here, but they will have to look forward to tomorrow to try and get another win so that they can try and make it to the round of 16. And Moscow will move on. And we have one more game here at Worth Arena between the Czech Selects and Draft Day. I will not be calling the game. I am done for the evening. But you can tune in to a game that is currently in progress at the Palolanda Arena between Sweden Selects and East Coast Selects. And that is being called by my colleague, Quentin Amundsen. I am Brendan Ferreira. Thank you for joining me here at Worth Arena here in the beautiful Egna, in the beautiful city of Egna.